Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be game 2 of this best of 3. We have Tho spawning in as the red human player in the bottom right. He will be facing off against Fly, the blue orc player in the top right of the map, Nomad Isles. And sorry about that, I was just trying to, I guess you could say, fix up my mouse. Not sure if that's working too well. Either way, we will be having game 2 on the Nomad Isles. And yeah, this is a best of 3 by the way. Remember, everything up except for the grand finals, which is like the very last series, will be a best of 3. Grand finals will be a best of 5. So yeah, there is that. Fly still has hope, but looking at last game, it didn't seem too promising for him. But you know, always keep an open mind. We are gonna have a Mountain King first and a Blade Master first. Okay, speeding things up a little bit here just to get things underway. We do have Mountain King first. I'm pretty sure I pointed this out in the previous Nomad Isles game when we had a human, that Mountain King seems a very favorite pick, first pick here on the map Nomad Isles. I guess just because it's a lot smaller, and well, to be honest, I don't actually know. But we do see a lot of Nagasi, which is out on Nomad Isles as well. That might actually be a combo here in game 2 for Tho. He is going to get an early level 2 thanks to that mercenary creep camp. Amulet of Talisman of Evasion has been picked up there. I kind of called it an amulet for some reason. I don't know why. Fly won't be getting that level 2, as well orcs do have the rather poor early game creeping, unlike Night Elf and Human, who, you know, love taking very mid-tier creep camps very first. Orcs can't do that. Undead has a really hard time doing that, kind of. Not as much as Orc, but like it is going to take a lot of corpses, as the skeletal minions are pretty much required. Okay, so Mountain King is level 2. He hasn't gone for another creep camp just yet. I don't know what he's doing right now. Maybe he's waiting for more footmen to arrive, or maybe waiting for, you know, the presence of the Blade Master. We shall see. For now, as the mercenary farm is kind of being harassed. It might even be destroyed. If it does, then Tho will experience some downtime, as he will be upside down in supply. But here we go. Troll Berserker has been picked out here by the Mountain King. We did have a very lucky bash proc chaining the CC, as well the Berserker does get taken down by the Mountain King and the surround. We are going to have a Grunt being surrounded as well. Blade Master tried to save him with that Woodwalk cheese, but it didn't work out in time. It did work, but it was a little too slow. And well, Blade Master almost experienced a surround himself. That was kind of scary for Fly, but thankfully he did Woodwalk out of it, and you know, in the right moment, as well. Tho didn't look like he was going to let that grip go. Early expand might be coming in again for Tho. He is bringing over a couple of militia. Blade Master might even start attacking, or is going to wait for a creep jack here. Level 5 creep jack would be beneficial, but oh well, the Stormbolt was a little too bursty for the Blade Master, and he won't be able to get any experience off. Level 2 is on the Blade Master, however. I actually have no idea where he got that extra bit of experience, but he is level 2 nonetheless. +6 claws, as well as the +2 circlet of nobility, versus the talisman of the Mountain King. Bash proc has been, well, procced on the Blade Master, but not much follow-up is actually happening. In fact, the Mountain King is getting a lot of damage back at him. We might even have a Stormbolt coming down when Tho, you know, knows that there is a pretty good surround on him. Blade Master still has enough mana for one Windwalk, I believe. Yes, he does. And the altar and not alter. Arcane Vault has been cancelled, so further delaying any possible expand attempts coming down for Tho. Fly able to get a lucky crit off, able to take down the Troll Shadow Priest there in exchange for one of Fly's grunts. Fly needs to be a little careful. He might lose himself another grunt and potentially his Blade Master if he gets a Storm Bolt to the face, but well, thankfully the Mountain King is out of mana and Blade Master shouldn't be sticking around here, but he is. Well, he can stick around for one more time as he's about to get that mana required for another Windwalk. But I don't know what he can get off this except for a Peasant. Maybe even force a cancel one of these buildings here. We are going to have one of the Peasants being taken down. Guard Tower is on the way and might even be cancelled here as the Blade Master is pretty much devoting himself to this. Except he is going to take a lot of damage in return, and I think he is finally done. He is out of there. Sparrow Lodge is still in construction. Meanwhile, the Bestiary has been completed. We have the Ensnare on the way. Fly, is he going for a second hero? Not just yet. Maybe he's waiting on that little bit of gold. Oh, never mind. He's already got that second hero out. I have not noticed, but well, he's already out. That means Fly actually has quite a bit of resources to spend. He could either go for another expand again, or he could maybe he's just banking it on producing as many units as possible, mass production and all that. There we go. Raider Spirit Walker. It kind of took most of Fly's economy there. Anyway, on Fly's standpoint, we have a crap ton of resources on him. Meanwhile, not enough production buildings to actually use it on. Tho is speed building his town hall, however, so he's able to get a lot more bank very, very soon. Renegade Wizard Camp once again is being cleared out, and this might lead to Fly getting that expand that I was talking about. He does have a peon waiting around here, lingering, but Tho has other ideas. He is bringing along a great number of footmen as well as an Ogre Mauler at that. Shadow Priest is getting Stormbolt to the face and maybe get himself stuck between those trees, but either way the Blade Master, I don't think he can save him. No TV scroll whatsoever, so the Shadow Hunter will actually fall. Yeah, rather unlucky for the Shadow Hunter to be taken down, but yeah, the Mountain King at level 4 is trying to be a beast here. He doesn't have any close attack, but that doesn't seem to matter. He is making a lot more work compared to this Blade Master, who does have +8 attack as well as 15% attack speed. Another Stormbolt to the face of a Raider, and he will drop to the ground. The Ogre Mauler is the target of the Blade Master, but I have a feeling that the Blade Master won't be able to catch this guy. There we go. Alrighty, Shadow Hunter has been revived. Thankfully he was level 1, so it was the cheapest revival possible as well as the quickest. Either way, Fly sitting at 34/50. Meanwhile, Tho is also sitting at 34/50, but that's pretty much because he hasn't really produced many tier 2 units because he's not tier 2 yet. Meanwhile, on Fly's side, he's lost quite a number of units, so maybe equal, but like those got a lot of experience under that Mountain King. Level 5 is probably a scary time for, well, any orc unit. Sentry Ward placed down. If Tho was very cautious, he might even go for a reveal around this place and reveal that Sentry Ward, but for now he is going to try and defend this to the best of his ability. Blacksmith is almost done there, but we have both the Ogre Mauler and Troll Berserker being taken down. Raider is going to be focused by Tho, but well, Tho is going to be facing a level 4 Blade Master as well. Stormbolt to one of those Spirit Walkers' faces, but it wasn't enough to actually destroy their faces, so yeah. Alright, pretty calm in the main base of Tho, and I would say probably Flies as well. Master upgrades +1 is nearly done, as well as tier 2 for Tho. Fly on the other hand, he's still pumping out those raiders and surprisingly still grunts. I'm guessing he just really wants a very beefy, strong front line here. Grunts are a lot better than those raiders, not only in health but as well as armor. But yeah, Tho is most likely going caster, so it may not be entirely smart to go grunts there, as magic does do additional damage. But we have riflemen out, we have potentially spellbreakers coming out, so yep. I guess either way, raiders are still not as great as grunts compared to when they're fighting against spellbreakers. We have Coda Beast number 1 out so far for Fly. He does have Essential Ward almost expiring here, and he still has an Essential Ward over here. I'm not exactly sure how much that is covering. It is covering enough, I would say. Alright, Archmage is being focused down once again. He is going to get a Hex, and of course a lot of birdies coming out to finish him off. Soulmaul to the face on one of those Spirit Walkers, but again, it's not enough to go for a killing blow here. We have one Spellbreaker out, but he doesn't have enough mana to continuously steal those buffs. We're going to have one of those Riflemen being taken down by an Ensnare, and of course a Focus Fire. Blade Master still alive, as well as the Mountain King. Hex down on the Mountain King, so Mountain King might be the next target potentially. Demolisher has been trained up there, but he wasn't much use. He was taken down already. TP back by Tho. He didn't really TP too far, but he did TP next to the Arcane Vault, which he was able to get himself Healing Scroll. So Archmage second. That Archmage died twice now. Of course, that's the reason why he's level 1. He's second pick. But still, I am not entirely sure on the use of that Archmage. Honestly, maybe a Beastmaster would have been a better pick. It would have been awkward with a Beastmaster and a Mountain King, but I don't know. Right now, the Archmage hasn't proven his worth yet. Alrighty, main base is being sieged there for both players. Fly obviously started much earlier, and he might get a lot more damage down than his opponent, mainly because, well, those raiders do deal siege damage, and it's a lot faster than just normal units like a rifleman and a spellbreaker. We actually have a couple of units left behind to try and deal harassment. Kind of multi-pronged, but not as effective as usual multi-prong attacks are. Level 5 Mountain King. Yeah, this is where I said that he needs to make the really big plays there. Level 3 Stormbolt, trying to silence this the Shadow Launcher quite a bit there. Ensnare on the Mountain King, and Invulnerability Potion as well. So, well, he's gonna maybe target the the Blade Master now, but BM is also level 5, so a little bit of a problem. Mountain King is gonna get taken down level 5. And not much can actually happen there for Tho, as well he GG's. So there's that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the second game. I'm getting a little dozy here, so I'm going to take a 5-minute break and then cast game 3.